Minister indicated that he would be making amendments to the bill, but he wouldn't provide the committee with those specific amendments. So I'm going to move a motion right now, Mr. Chair, that pursuant to Standing Order 1081, the committee order the Minister of Innovation, Science and Industry and his department to produce the amendments, briefing notes and memos referencing the amendments discussed by the Minister in his opening remarks to the committee on September 26, 2023, provided that these documents be provided with the clerk of the committee within 5 business days. Now, as my colleague Mr. Lemire mentioned, these are massive changes to this bill, and they are also very consequential in respect to children. And, you know, my line of questioning today was going to be focusing, and when I had the minister here the other day, if we'd had more time, my line of questioning would have been focused on ensuring that our shared objective of protecting children from online threats is first and foremost a priority on this legislation. But I move this motion today because if we start this bill on the wrong footing, we are doing a disservice to all of the Canadians that are asking us to be really mindful of some very serious issues, like what bothers parents the most? What are their kids seeing on their iPads? That's one of the biggest concerns of any parent with young kids. So I'm glad the minister was moving in the direction he is, but it bemoans me why he couldn't have just sent us a copy of the amendments in good faith, because nobody disagrees, I think, around this table that we got to do more for our kids to protect them from online threats. So I really hope that we can have a vote on this motion pretty soon, and that we can get to that the minister can provide this in good faith. It doesn't take long for any of us to draft with the legal team we have here at Parliament to draft that material into proposed amendments, get them on the record so we can work in good faith to get these things done. I've been around this place for a long time. I have never seen a minister do what he did this week. It is contrary to the precedents established in our standing orders that we hear witnesses and debate amongst colleagues in a collegial format at the committee stage of a bill, and then or if we have amendments in the meantime, we table them for the public and other committee members to see based on the witness testimony that is coming in droves across Canada on this legislation. So the official opposition is asking in good faith, because we don't disagree with the intention of the minister, that he just puts it forward so we can give respect to the hundreds of people we have literally invited here to appear over this fall session, so we can do something positive to update legislation that all of us agree needs a lot of attention from our Parliament.
It's a misinterpretation of the minister's remarks that you're thinking that because he's open to amendments that somehow this means that there's cooked up amendments in the background that you haven't seen, and that's not the case. I don't have any information. I don't have any information that you don't have.
Now I want to put on the table specifically what our government will propose to improve the bill. So those are the amendments that we are proposing to the bill, and I would enjoy my colleagues to pay attention in particular to that section of what I will be saying.
I think there's just a misinterpretation of the minister's remarks that you're thinking that because he's open to amendments that somehow this means that there's cooked up amendments in the background that you haven't seen, and that's not the case. I don't have any information. I don't have any information that you don't have.
Mr. Gaillard.
Against.
Madame Lapointe. Madame Sidhu.
Against.
Mr. Turnbull.
Against.
Mr. Sorbera.
Against.
Mr. Drouin.
Contre.
Mr. Généreux.
Pour.
Mr. Perkins.
For.
Mr. Viss.
For.
Mr. Williams.
For.
Mr. Lemire.
En faveur.
Mr. Massey.
Yes.
So the motion is adopted as amended. Mr. Viss's motion is adopted.